Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter. This is from history, the rise of Nazism. Now this Nazism is related with Hitler, and he was the he ruled Germany. So we are going to study about a European country again. Last time we were studying about in first chapter we studied about the French Revolution. That was again a European country. Then we studied about the Russian Revolution. Now again third time we are going to study about the Germany. So in this very first was the birth of the Weimar Republic. Now, how did this generate? So we are going to talk about again with the First World War, when it was happening in the year 1914 to 1918. Germany, as it was very powerful, a powerful empire in the early years of the 20th century. Fought the First World War, that was in 1914 to 1918, alongside the Austrian Empire. Again, now Austria is an European country close to Germany, and against the Allies. Now, who were allies? Who were in one group? That was England, France, and Russia. These were the three countries which formed an alliance. The defeat of imperial Germany and the abdication of the emperor gave an opportunity to parliamentary parties to recast German polity. Like right from 1789 onwards, we studied about the French Revolution that brought a very good change. Then following the example of French Revolution, the other countries also started revolution and wanted to abolish the monarchies, the kingdom, the kingship, etc. And they wanted to get democratic and want to make a parliamentary government. A national assembly met at Weimar and established a democratic constitution with federal structure. Right? Deputies were now elected to the German parliament and this parliament was known as Riksdag. On the basis of equal and universal votes, we can call it universal franchise, cast by all adults including women's. As you know already, previously only in French Revolution we had studied only men's were allowed and women's and were not allowed to take participation. But as the time was passing during the First World War, this right was given to them. Many Germans held a new Weimar Republic responsible republic responsible for not only the defeat in the war but the disgrace at Versailles. Being very powerful also, Germany was defeated. Now, as already in the last line we have said the disgrace at Versailles. So now let's see what was Versailles. So we write it as Treaty of Versailles that took place in the year 1919. Now, what were the things had in this? Germany lost her overseas colonies. Chinese ports that were in the Pacific island and African colonies were taken back from Germany. The same way, Germany's military power reduced. How it reduced? So it says its army reduced to 100,000, or you call it 1 lakh. No air force and modern weapons. It could not build large battleships because it was hit very hard. Germany's Rhineland demilitarized. Means this is a Rhine river that flows in Germany, and it is very rich in resource rich Rhineland was taken by the Allied armies. So we learned that Allied army were England, France and Russia. They were fighting against the Germany. And this Germany lost her national territory. What came under this Germany was Belgium, Denmark, Lithuania, and Poland. Took 13% of German territory. They were taken by these countries. Then we can say it's a war guilt. War guilt means The Allied powers compelled, forced Germany made to accept World War I blame. They forced him that because of the Germany only there was the First World War. If Germany would not have done all these things, if there would have been no First World War. Then we can say the reparations. Now we can say that the Allied powers forced Germany, we can say Germany was forced to pay war damage and was given a fine of about pounds 6 billion pounds. Okay, so this is a symbol of pounds. You can say fine of about pounds 6 billion, or you can say about 6 billion pounds.